Le backlash, c'est un terme qui désigne les réactions des conservateurs face aux avancées dans les droits des femmes et les droits humains plus largement. Donc on pense aussi aux droits des personnes LGBTQIA+. Et ça explique aussi les stratégies qui sont utilisées par ces conservateurs pour attaquer ces droits. Donc, derrière ce terme se cachent des dynamiques complexes avec des acteurs et actrices très divers, d'horizons variés comme des horizons politiques, religieux, économiques différents, mais ils se rejoignent tous derrière un agenda commun.
So we're looking at a very broad, very centralized, very organized but not very centralized movement where the rights of women, LGBTQI people, comprehensive sexuality, education, sexual and reproductive health and rights are being opposed. In essence, everything that seeks to challenge and deconstruct the myths that have been invented to justify the subjugation and the oppression based on gender roles and gender dynamics. So this is what they call gender ideology and what they mobilize around. However, we also need to see it in the broader context of democratic decline, in the context of the international culture wars, so-called, the shrinking space for civil society, the growing and rampant militarization of our societies, as well as neocolonial oppression. And the fear-based narrative that is being used by these actors fits very well within the broader context of society of democratic decline and democratization as well, because it seeks to present an imagined path towards which we need to go back, and in order to do that we need to restrict the access to fundamental rights of certain vulnerable and marginalized groups in society. So they do this by presenting false dichotomies between, for example, the rights of women and the rights of trans people, or the rights of parents and the rights of children, or the rights of queer people, and then freedom of religion. And they use these competing rights narratives both at the domestic and international level in order to create an order, legal and human rights and otherwise, that separates classes of people according to who can have access to fundamental human rights, because they also frame the demands for fundamental human rights by marginalized groups as being radical in themselves.